EA is a massive publisher, and the Switch is a massive system. So bring us some freaking games. And finally, Gabe at EA Play, they said, guess what? Gabe, for you, we're bringing 7 Switch games over the next 12 months.
Well, to be fair, 6 were for me, 1 is for you.
Wow, thanks for giving me 1. And we said, like, okay, cool. Mass Effect, a little Dead Space, Madden 21. And they said, we got a different list for you. And today we're going over the whole freaking list. We know the 7 games. Over the next 12 months.
Sort of, right? This is all conjecture, but yeah.
But it's conjecture from a source that has been spot on about nearly everything. Jeff Grubb, if you don't know, a journalist from VentureBeat who has his foot on the bloodline, the vein of the gaming industry this year.
What?
Okay, I don't know, ear?
Something.
His nose is sniffing his way like
his fingers just to feel the pulse. I don't know.
Oh yeah, okay. Pulse reading. He's the pulse reader of the games industry, being spot on about so much, and now he's helped us complete the list for what we got. So let us know in the comments down below which of these EA games you want to pick up. Hit that like button if you are excited for more stuff coming to Switch, because who isn't, right? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we've always dreamed of, and I feel like more and more we're getting it. So here's a publisher committing a lot of titles, and the first couple are obvious. One's out. You liked it a lot. Burnout Paradise Remastered.
Phenomenal port. Such a fun time, Zach. I love driving around Paradise, chasing down cars.
Man, I want to drive around Paradise. I drive around Indiana.
Yeah, not as bad as Texas, I'll have you know. But regardless, hey, you get to unlock these cars. There's a ton of fun to be had. I don't want to spend too much time on Burnout. You can go check out the video that we already have dedicated to it. But yes, that is one.
Then there were 6. And one is going to be Apex Legends, which they announced releasing this fall. I think that's a great kit. Crossplay has me nervous for Switch players. Those sticks aren't as friendly as the PC mouse or even the PlayStation 4 or Xbox controller. But
I'll say that's the same issue on every game that has cross-platform.
Sure.
Warzone has it with consoles and PC. It's the same issue. So I don't think it's any worse on Switch, to be fair. But
5 left.
Okay.
FIFA 21, but it's a legacy edition, aka it's not going to be the full thing. But look, FIFA still has performed well, ran well, and I believe sold pretty well on Switch. So as much as it's like, oh, couldn't we just get the full version? Like, that's still a quality title to be ported to the system.
Yeah, and they sell well because they haven't stopped doing it. And it seems like when certain things don't do well, they stop. Shout out to 2K, the wrestling game.
I mean, they have a new one.
It's I know, but they took
Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
All right. Then there were 4. Lost in Random, which is from Zoink Games, who you are a big Zoink fan.
Yes.
I picture you, if you were in high school, you'd put a Zoink sticker on your backpack.
I do like some zoinking, but their games are just phenomenal quality. I like Faye a lot. I believe you like Faye. Stick It to the Man is like super original. Like I love what they do. So
Flipping Death is one of your favorites, and now they've got Lost in Random, which is a dice-based puzzle platform. It looks really interesting. It's coming in 2021. Those were all kind of announced / hinted at in the EA Play press conference, and now the last 3 are where it's interesting. Will it be Mass Effect? Will it be Dead Space? Will it be something wholly new? Will it be Madden? It won't be Madden. It won't be Mass Effect. It won't be Dead Space, Gabe.
I will. Hold on.
I think those are EA's best franchises.
What's up?
Battlefield?
Hi, Mass Effect. They ruined that so much. Regardless, we've heard about the Mass Effect remaster for so long. I don't know.
Right.
I kind of expected that, but apparently not. I don't know.
And this is 12 months. This is covering June to June. So this goes till June of 2021. And the 3 remaining titles are an interesting grouping. And we're going to talk about PvZ Battle for Naperville first. This is Plants vs. Zombies, the new shooter that... Okay, one of the weirdest situations in gaming. Garden Warfare is an anomaly, right? Garden Warfare comes out. It takes the PvZ mobile puzzle game and puts it into a shooter and wins so much fanfare for being cheap, awesome, and fun. Then Garden Warfare 2 comes out. It's still great. It still has a lot of fanfare. It still's got a lot of love. I love those guys, but what did they do with Battle for Naperville? This basically is a move where they said it was not coming to Switch, and that player base, I think, is so small that they're going to do whatever they can to resuscitate and keep it alive. And according to Jeff Grubb, it's coming within the next year. And I would assume sooner rather than later to Switch.
I don't care. I haven't touched it. I'm not going to touch it. Like you said, no, dude. Like no one's playing it.
It's still good though.
No one's playing it. I don't care how good your multiplayer shooter is if no one's playing it.
They messed up the idea. They got rid of all the different classes and they tried to really pare down the options and allow you to pick perks instead of variants, and it was just a bad decision for what fans came to expect and want, and it makes the game feel like they actually took content out versus add. That's never a good idea, but there's some fun single player stuff, and it's still there's a lot of, I don't know, I hope it does okay on Switch.
I mean, look, if
it's a fit.
If a thriving player base somehow makes it to Switch, cool, I'm there. But if it's going to be anything like it is elsewhere, meh.
And there's no sticker packs, which I know like microtransactions are bleh, but that was one of my favorite things because you could earn them in game and unlock new characters.
Nobody likes microtransactions except you. So.
But I didn't pay for them. I got them with in-game currency.
Sure. I don't know.
All right, so after that, we're not getting Anthem 2.0, which I would have really, dude, they're gonna revive that thing. Anthem has great mechanics. Don't laugh at Anthem.
No, I'm not laughing at Anthem.
I mean, fine, laugh at Anthem.
No, I'm not even laughing at Anthem. I'm laughing at Anthem on Switch is what I'm laughing at.
Okay, well, I mean, they're putting Apex on Switch.
Very different.
Why didn't they put Titanfall on Switch?
Titanfall 2 should have been it. Like
or like some new Titanfall spin-off.
I think they're really busy over there doing other stuff. That
if we don't get Crash Bandicoot 4 on Switch, by the way, I'm rioting. Anyhow, so Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. If you were enjoying Burnout Paradise Remastered, now you got Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, which is around the same era, an ancient game from 2010, and it features Lamborghini cop cars.
Hey, look, if they do a good job with it the way they did with Burnout Paradise, then awesome, right? We were looking through a couple of the Need for Speed releases, you and I. That's a good one, right?
It's a good one.
Yeah. So,
I mean, you know, the series has gotten far more open-ended. It also had a really scuffle with cinematography and cutscenes for a while there.
Shout out to Need for Speed the runs that. Come on, say it.
But Hot Pursuit was a good one. I liked it a lot. And I don't know. It could be fun on Switch. It's apparently being remastered for a bunch of places, like PC and consoles and the Switch, just like Burnout. So that's interesting. The only debacle, I guess, with that is going to be it's probably going to be $50, just like Burnout, which, as much as you love that port, that's still a lot of money for that game.
That is expensive. Yeah, I mean that's the main complaint people have with the game. Like you can get it for a couple of bucks on Steam, or you could find it cheaper else. Like yeah, but it is what it is. I'm over that whole Switch text thing. Like it's just the way of life over here.
You just cough it up, man. Give them the goods. If the game's worth it, right?
There's so many hours of entertainment in that game. Like you'll be fine.
Right. And the last one is an EA original from Velen Studios, who are former Vicarious Visions people, and they're building a team-based multiplayer title that we don't know what it is or know much about, but it sounds like, I don't know if it's free to play, but it almost sounds like it's going to be another thing of that sort.
A lot of free to play games on Switch.
There's got to be a very shrinking pie for like. I don't like pie crust, and that might be that's all that's left for this game from Velen Studios.
Some people prefer the crust.
I guess, I know. Niche markets develop and cult favorites develop, but like you got Apex, Fortnite, Paladins, Warframe.
You're forgetting about the most important one. It's not out yet. 2 days.
Ninjala.
Yeah.
Ninjala is going to be stealing hearts and also pies. So that's the lineup of 7. I'm going to run through it real quick. It's Burnout Paradise Remastered, already out. FIFA 21, Apex Legends, Lost in Random, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville, and this team-based game that could be free to play, could not, from Velen Studios, an EA original. That is 7 games from one of the largest publishers, one of the most hated publishers, one of the most prolific publishers. How do you feel about their lineup? If I told you, Gabe, EA is bringing this to Switch in the next year, are you giving them an A, a B, a C?
A E for effort?
I thought you were going to give them a big for EA Sports big.
No, like it's not that the games are bad or anything like that. And I think it's admirable that they're putting so many games on Switch. But I feel like if I run EA, I want to get the big franchises over here, right? So why not bring over a Mass Effect? You know, even if it's like Mass Effect 2, like I don't care. Like I'll just play that. So you don't like this list? It's not that I don't like it. I just don't understand where their big franchise at. Like you have a couple of Dragon Age games that will run and fit on Switch. You have Dead Space, all will run and fit on Switch. I rather play that stuff because that stuff is like so good. And you know, Switch is no stranger to old games. So right. I don't know.
I mean, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, hello.
Yeah, so
I think it's a strange choice because you're right. It's not doing the biggest stuff. There's no Madden. There's no Battlefield. There's none of the classics like Mass Effect or Dead Space. I would say like Apex and PvZ make great sense. And I think those are fantastic choices.
Yeah, for sure.
But outside of those, I mean, Lost in Random also, like Lost in Random gets a pass because like Zoink has done great work. For all we know, that's a phenomenal indie. You know, could be great. But then it's like, why not utilize some of your franchises that, in my opinion, would fit really well on Switch? So like a arcadey sports game to fill in the gap between Mario sports titles. Those do so well. Why not give us a new version of NBA Street or NFL Street?
Yeah, see, and that's what I don't understand. Like, it feels like
why not throw like a Battlefield? You know, they did the war stories. Give us like a Battlefield, like
dude. No, give us Bad Company 2. That, like, people have been clamoring for that game forever. It's an Xbox 360 and PS3 game that will run over here. So just give it to us.
Picking like Burnout Paradise and Need for Speed. I mean, those are fine. It just is like, I can't imagine being in the board meeting for EA and then being like, okay, Madden, no. FIFA, yes. Mass Effect, Dead Space, NBA Street, NFL Street, no. Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, yes. Like,
do you think we ever see Dead Space be a thing again anywhere?
I've thought about that a lot. I mean, I think Mass Effect gets one more shot at some point.
Yeah.
I know we've gone back and forth on that, but I do think it gets one more game, even if it's like some multiplayer only weird thing. I don't know that Dead Space ever sees the light of day, which makes no sense to me because from what I understand, that franchise was very successful and very loved. So even their spin-off was really good on Wii. So I don't understand why you wouldn't dive back in. I believe that people think that it's no longer as popular of a subject matter as it was in an era when everything was like zombies and whatever, but
go tell that to Resident Evil putting out a game
go tell that to Last of Us. I mean,
yeah.
I am very confused why we see some very odd sequels continue along and we don't get something from the Dead Space universe. But that, also the studio like completely eroded.
Sure.
The talent eroded.
They can put someone else to make it. It's okay.
Yeah, I think it is a weird list. I think EA Play's conference was awful, and I think that then this list is nowhere near awful. But I think this list is like a B minus.
Yeah, look, I say E. I don't mean that it's like that bad. Like,
No.
I think it's probably like a solid B minus too. Like, there's some cool games in there, games I will play.
It's support, and it does cross over a wide array of genres. Like PvZ is like a silly shooter, FIFA sports. You got your race, you got your battle royale, you got like an interesting indie. I mean, for all we know, this Velen Studios EA original could be fantastic. It just when you think of EA and like when we've always made these dream lists of like what games we want, none of them are here. So
yeah,
I don't understand if EA spent millions of dollars making the stinky all-play versions of Madden for years on the Wii, why they won't make a version of Madden for the Switch is beyond me. But I don't know.
We digress. These are the 7 games, though.
These are the 7 games. Let us know in the comments down below which one you're most excited for and which missing title you are most bummed about. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. More Switch stuff, and I feel like more is coming. Ubisoft is right around the corner, Gabe, and Nintendo is always drawing up new tricks. So we got you covered. Make sure to subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you're the first to know. Until next time, thanks so much for your support and watching. We appreciate you a lot. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart. Until next time, for myself, Gabe, and the EA7 SwitchForce out.